guys, and welcome to Seriology, a weekly conversation amongst friends regarding what's currently on the small and sometimes big screen and what might have trended in the past with me, Lady Alexa, a self-proclaimed TV addict, dreamer, and sucker for romantic shows, and my charismatic, yet sarcastic, co-host Rich the Hot Broccoli, also a TV addict, cat lover, and monster sculptor. Hey guys, this is Lady Alexa here.
And Rich the Hot Broccoli. This is our first time recording a podcast, and we did experience a few technical difficulties with the recording and the mics. We didn't realize that until after the podcast was done. We did have a little bit more to wrap up on, and then we figured out how to do the mics. So towards the end, there's going to be a little better quality, but don't worry, we'll have it right for the next time. I hope you enjoy the show.
Well, I have to say something. You know that 90210 came back?
I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
You're gonna kill me, but I just need to say it because it's hilarious that the show. This is the second reboot. It's not even the first one. There was a second reboot. This is the second reboot. There was one back in 2008. It was when I was starting college.
I didn't even know about that one. I know about the one in the 90s. I was there when it came out.
It was the year I was born.
That doesn't I'm aging myself right now. Like, I was in high school when that came out, and it was a weird phenomenon. It was a first of its show. That type of teenage dealing with teenage dramas.
Angst. I think it's teenage angst. I swear.
It's not angst. That's not angst. They're not all grungy or wearing goth makeup and writing punk songs. It was teenage drama.
The funny thing is that watching the new show with all of them, because it's a really weird thing, because they are faking
They're like
the real
73
life.
years old now.
On top of that, they're faking the real life, and it's hilarious. So
is it the same cast as the original 90s show?
Yeah, the same cast, but not with Luke Perry.
So they're doing like a Fuller House type of thing? Do they all have kids?
They're doing something similar to Full House. But it's
like, Ellie, I'm telling you right now, I am not going to watch this show. But I'm going to listen to you. No. I couldn't stand it when it came out. In the 90s.
Try it. The funny thing is that it's not a show. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's like a fake reality TV.
What? Like, yes. Are they in a house? Are they voted off the 90210?
It's just weird. It's weird because they are acting a very hidden and fake way of what their real lives are. So Tori Spelling is saying that she has 6 kids when in reality she has 5, and she's making it seem as if she's crazy broke, which she's not, but people think that.
So Tori Spelling is playing Tori Spelling.
They are playing
themselves.
Themselves.
Oh, okay.
But
so it's not like they jumped into another whole 90210 as the characters.
Exactly. It's completely weird. But I decided to go back and watch the original show, because I'm like, you know what? Again, the show came out when I was born, so it's not like
if your parents let you watch that show when you were like, they are bad parents. They are such bad parents. Shame on them.
That did not happen. I used to watch reruns when I was younger. After the show went out, that's when I actually watched it. So I decided to watch the whole thing, which is in Hulu. And oh my god, it's so corny, and
But you kept watching it. There's so many better shows right now. Many better shows.
So many better shows for me to actually see, but I don't know why. It just makes me laugh. It's so corny, and so many stupid problems, and everything is wrapped up in this beautiful bowl. At the end, everything is happy, and everybody's happy by the end of every episode. Nothing continues. Everything is solved.
So are they going to go on another hijinks season for season 2? Like, is it...
I do
They
not
just
know
make up
that.
more problems.
I'll let you know in the next
Uh,
episode because the second
oh,
episode
so each
comes out
episode it
on
ends. It ends
yes
nice.
on
Okay.
Wednesday. So next time we meet again here for with our serial lovers, I'll tell you more about this trip back to the 90s that I'm doing with 90210.
uh,
You know
I
you
think it
love
was.
it.
Yeah, it was like when I remember when Brenda got pregnant on
Wait,
the show.
Brenda gets pregnant? No,
I think it's Brenda.
I mean
Bre-
I don't remember quite well. Brenda had a pregnancy scare.
in the night in the '90s one, right?
Yes.
That was the big thing. Like I think they even had pregnant episodes where she had like a stomach and everything. I don't know. I can't remember. It was so almost 25 years ago. Whatever. Not old.
And that is a fake age, guys. That is a fake age.
So okay. Did you at all?
You're like a good scotch.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
You're like
I'm
a
seasoned.
good scotch.
Seasoned. Huh.
Exactly. With time, you get better.
I like that. Thanks, LA.
You are very welcome, bro.
All right. Did you at all get into The Boys? Because that's my new obsession.
Yes, I did. The funny thing is that I watched Aquaman on on Saturday that HBO had it out, and then I decided to go into The Boys. And
All right. Let's before we get into The Boys. What'd you think of Aquaman?
I
Because
loved it.
I thought it was fun. It was fun like Ragnarok was fun.
It was very funny. I mean, I really liked him. I think
Mhm.
I actually liked him here way more than in Game of Thrones.
Different apples.
It's the thing with him with what's his name, Jason Momoa. Well,
I don't know.
That very awesome, very handsome guy, Zoe Kravitz's stepfather, and he's married to Lisa Bonet. Jason
I
Momoa.
know. An ex-Huxtable.
And Momoa. So I think it's Momoa.
Yeah.
Guys,
Momoa.
tweet us if we are wrong.
I'm sure I'm wrong. You girls, I know you love him
Yeah,
and his chest.
I
and his
apologize.
yeah, that eyebrows.
Our current
That he- yes,
two-
I'm
our
gonna admit,
current
he's a
listeners,
gorgeous man.
Dad, if I'm wrong, please let me know. So I thought that he on Game of Thrones he didn't even talk.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Drogo
And he had
didn't even
so
talk,
little-
but everybody got obsessed with him as a character.
So little
He
presence.
didn't talk, didn't do anything, but
Mhm.
everybody was obsessed with him.
Mhm.
And
Because he was gorgeous.
and now with true, that is true.
Hmm.
And now
So that's
then
why.
with Justice League and then his solo movie, he was hilarious. Like
So different. Such a different character from the Justice League
yeah,
one.
even from Justice League. Justice League, he was very like angst,
And broody
angry,
and
moody,
I'm
broody.
not gonna
yeah.
be a superhero.
Like
I have this
you're
village.
You're dressed in a bat suit. Ho
Mm,
ho ho!
yeah.
I don't play well with others. Here
Yeah.
he was just like having the time of his life.
It was such a fun movie.
And
Such
very
a fun movie.
colorful. I love it.
Mhm.
I think it's probably one of the best that DC has.
Oh, yeah, but DC
Cool.
doesn't really have a history of putting out good superhero movies right now.
Exactly, DC.
So-
Which I feel bad because Justice League wasn't bad.
No,
It just needed.
I
a
liked
little bit
it. I
more
enjoyed it.
punch in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they had Wonder Woman, which was great.
Wonder Woman was
The
amazing.
Superman versus Batman was okay. It was entertaining.
So the
but, like-
first Superman was good.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That was
The
very
first
good.
Superman was good.
And
what-
Justice League, I liked. It wasn't...
and it needed a little bit more punch, which is something that I feel like
Mm.
Marvel brought.
Yeah.
more with Avengers.
They weaved
Endgame and-
those stories together a lot better
Yeah.
than DC's doing right now.
Marvel did a much better job of knowing how to connect and
And
like,
even
make
with
you-
who's the villain? With the purple face.
Thanos.
Yes, like you even empathize with what he's trying to do a bit. It's not just a black and white character.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, I have to do this to save everything else. And you kind of like, okay, I understand. It's bad, but I get it.
You guys are not seeing this, but I'm like nodding like an idiot right now. I'm like, yes, as if you guys are seeing me. So I'm sorry.
Shaking your head in
apologize.
agreement over the mic.
But going back to The Boys
Oh, yeah.
from Amazon Prime, I think that I saw it as a very, as a satire, like making fun as an anti-hero of what Marvel and DC have
Hmm?
created this past decade, with
Yeah,
all the movies, with all the branding, with all the money that they've generated.
this one little season of The Boys. Like, how many episodes are you in?
I'm okay. So I saw completely the first episode,
Hmm?
completely the second episode, and then the third episode. I think that I fell asleep. I'm not sure. It was 2 a.m.
That's that's understandable. I
It
told
was
you to kind of crunch in a bunch over the weekend,
It was
but
2 a. It was 2 a.m. I apologize, but I'm actually gonna stop watching that 90210 craziness,
thank
and
you.
I'm gonna go back.
Thank you.
Oh God, just shut up. I'm gonna go back to TV show that actually matters
Hmm?
right now in the present. Which, by the way, well, we can talk about that later. But yeah, that's what I think. It's like they're making fun of all the superheroes. That
I
what is the one that looks like Superman?
the Homelander. I even
Homelander.
loved how the names that they gave
Oh, the
all
names
of
are
these
amazing.
characters.
The Deep,
Yeah, A Train.
A Train. I wanted to punch that guy since the very beginning when he killed.
Well, because he kind of just. And once again, guys, we should have stated this at the beginning. If you haven't seen it, there's gonna be spoilers throughout
Major
our whole
spoilers.
podcast.
We're
Major
so
spoilers.
sorry,
Yes.
guys.
So if you haven't seen it, stop right now because we're going to go into a bit of what she's already seen. So
what I've seen exactly.
What you see, I finished it. I couldn't stop watching it. I thought the characters were just so well rounded.
Yes.
And the whole show hit me so unexpectedly.
Which is my point. Like, you think that you know something and then it's completely wrong. Homelander was the biggest one for me. Because when the butcher, what's the kid's name?
The guy from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
The Horsemaster?
No. No, but when the kid, what's his name?
The one that had the girlfriends got run through. He got the
Huey.
girlfriend got A-trained.
So
Huey, yes.
When he's talking with Huey for the first time, and Huey's asking him like, "Oh, all these superheroes, they are not as clean as they look." And he asks him, "What about Homelander? What has Homelander done?" And he's like, "No, he's actually squeak clean." And then by the end of the episode, Homelander is actually killing the little kid on the airplane. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Ooh, boo. No, I swear to you, that was like.
But he had like such a superhero face. Like the actor that they got.
He was smiling and like enjoying the killing.
The crowd yes. Oh, they built such gray characters. Every one of them. To the boys to the superheroes.
Yes, I have to agree with that.
I loved Frenchie. Loved his character. He doesn't get more. He gets more developed later on, but I loved Frenchie.
I've only seen a little bit of Frenchie right now, which was hilarious of them trying to kill. What's his name?
The invisible guy with the diamond skin.
Translucent.
Yes. Another great name. Great name.
I found that name hilarious because they even tell him, "You do know translucent is not even invisible.
Yeah.
You can see somebody that is translucent."
Yeah,
they're trying to kill him. That was another thing that I.
Did you get to that yet?
Of what?
I don't want to give it away. Like I don't want to be a spoiler for you right now.
Oh, you're so nice. But
where did you remember the last thing you remember? Where were you in the story?
If I tell you the last thing that I remember was like episode 6 or 5, because as I said, I fell asleep, but the TV kept running.
All right, consciously remember as the timeline goes.
All I know is that when I woke up, the butcher is talking with Huey, and he's telling him, "You cannot go out with Stacy because she's a super." That's where my head. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah, you missed a whole bunch.
I missed a lot.
Yeah. You slept through a lot of episodes.
Episode 2 in So they try to kill him. They
Mhm.
couldn't find a way to actually kill him.
All right.
They only saw that he just goes out, but he comes back again.
Okay. So, all right. I'm not going to give anything away.
But I even love. Okay, so Chase Crawford, who plays the Deep,
Mhm.
he
What
was
else is he in?
he
Looks
was in
so
Gossip
familiar.
Girl. He was in Gossip Girl,
Ah,
which
yeah.
I
Okay,
don't
that's
think
something
it's
I
a
didn't
TV
see.
show that you saw. That you were
Yeah.
actually. He was such a big character. He was one of the main characters on Gossip Girl, and he was like this dream guy in this show, which here he's an asshole. Pardon my
Uh,
French.
he has
Oh my
the
god.
most strangest story arc
He
throughout the show.
the things he did, like Stacy's telling him, "Oh my god, you were my biggest crush," and he
But
just
you were not expecting what was going to happen next, which was, I thought, well written.
he
Like, it was
raped her
terrible and
open
disgusting.
and no, and the way that he played her,
Mm-hmm.
like you know that what is gonna happen now, right? People are gonna say that you try to kill me. You're very powerful, but you heard everything. You are gonna look bad. You're the new one. I'm the one here that has been the longest.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody's gonna pay attention to you. I'm like, oh my god, Me Too movement, everything. The
Out
feminist
the
that is
window.
inside
Out
of
the window
me.
because she just wanted to be part of a team. She wanted her dream.
She wanted to be part of the 7 and
Uh-huh.
her mom, oh my god, a stage mom, but instead of being a stage mom is a superhero mom.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of like she reminded me of the pageants, the moms
Yeah,
of pageant
a
girls.
stage mom.
Yeah. Is that what they're
Honey
called?
Boo
Yes. Ooh,
Boo.
God.
Mama June.
Ugh. Ugh. God.
That's insane.
What's wrong with why does America watch such garbage TV? I don't get it. Like there's so much better written things with effects and costumes and stuff. Like that you gotta watch. We have to watch people just argue.
I feel
Shame on you. Shame on you, America. Shame.
okay. Take a chill pill.
Sorry, I'm very anti reality.
Show. Okay, so here's
Like-
the thing. I'm a I don't like seeing this. I think that it's my dirty little secret, but I enjoy very much the Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
the
like
OC. That's which one? Because there's like what 6 different housewife shows.
the only one that I'm actually not a big fan of is Potomac. But
Don't even
I'm
know.
a huge fan of Beverly Hills. I like Orange County.
Why?
Atlanta is
Why?
insane.
What?
New
And
York,
you're gonna give me the same thing every girl who watches this show is. I can't stop watching it. It's such a train wreck. I've just come home and I just want to shut my mind off.
I think that first because you have that luxury lifestyle that everybody wishes to have.
Mhm.
Like on Beverly Hills, for example, you have those huge houses that are beautiful and the great cars. Like it's this lifestyle that people dream, but not everybody has. So you're looking at you're seeing it in TV and you want it. So I think that's that part that
I
conscious
understand because back in the
craving.
'80s there was Robin Leach's Lifestyles, the Rich and Famous, which was like they brought you into the house and show like MTV Cribs.
MTV
for the younger
Cribs.
folks.
Exactly. Who didn't like MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
Everybody loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. There's some.
But
and
then there's that.
The fights begin, and you can't. It's like
Ugh, makes
I
you
put
sick.
you through the whole thing. I'm having
Nope,
an
can't do
internal fight with myself because it's like I know this is bad for my brain. I know this is not gonna leave anything for
Mm-mm.
me, but I can't stop watching it. It's
Same excuse. Everybody who
so
watches those shows say the same thing.
addicting. It's so addicting, and it's
Come on, say train wreck. You want to say they're a train wreck, and I love it.
I'm not gonna get to the train wreck word, but I think it's Andy Cohen is a freaking genius.
Is that the
And-
producer?
Yeah, he's the one that
Hmm.
he's the head of Bravo TV, and he's the one that basically the executive producer for the Housewives.
Hmm.
And I think that he was a genius when he first came up with the Orange County Housewives,
Mhm.
which I believe they came out on the writer's strike.
Now, are they standing on the shoulders of every other reality TV show model that just put people together and let them fight?
Yes,
Just put it in a mansion?
yes and no. Yes and no. Because it was. So the way that they tried to do it, it was, by the way, great jump from The Boys to Real Housewives.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Great
That was our
segue.
that was
Great,
our first
great
transition.
segue.
Kudos to us. Go us. Hashtag us.
Hashtag us. By the way, guys, hashtag serial lovers or hashtag Seriology TV, please.
Yep. Yep.
Dad, my cousin, the only ones listening to us.
Our fan. Our fan right now.
Danielle, I know you're listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
But okay, so where was I? Where was I?
Cohen. Putting together the business model.
Okay, so the way that it went is that they found that the way that he did is that he found the one housewife that everybody admired in the town, and once they start saying this person is gonna be in the show, they ask her, "Do you have friends that you think will be interested in joining?" And she will recommend other people, but so it will be something organic. It's not that we have never met and we're now gonna be forced to be friends, but a more organic way of joining these people together and making sure that they had a lot of parties, they had the trips, etc., etc. So it's not a reality show in the sense of everybody's getting in the same house and nobody can live, Big Brother style, but more of a lifestyle type of TV, which is what makes it more addicting, and the train wreck part, which is all this shit is going on. We've been saying so many bad words.
You're the one. I'm on the PG tip right now, and I'm
you
usually
are.
the one with the mouth.
all these crazy things are going on, and it's fun. I don't know.
Now, I'm gonna
as I
go
said,
a little.
It's my
more
guilty pleasure. It's my guilty pleasure.
But isn't it contributing to how we look at ourselves and like society when we're stuck in this? We need to have likes on our face socials and stuff like that, like this celebrity lifestyle that what's that the expression, the living your best life, and the YOLO and stuff like that. This is not where we're just seeing photos.
You're a typical millennial.
Yes, exactly. Don't you think that is contributing at all to that fake celebrity?
Yes and no.
I don't know if you guys could hear, but those are my cats in the background. They're playing right now. Yeah.
Rich has like
I don't know if my mic is picking that up.
Ever. He has. I think that we need to introduce ourselves a little bit because I feel like.
Oh yeah, we should. Okay, yes.
We haven't said who we are.
Yeah, we just jumped right into this stuff, and now all of a sudden we're doing a polysocial commentary on how the housewives are affecting our teenagers.
It's a guilty pleasure. Again, as I said, it's a guilty pleasure. Not everybody likes it, and I totally understand that. It's something that, by the way, I haven't seen an episode in a long time. Which the one that I always used to talk about it was with my hairdresser, and my hairdresser texts me like, "Did you like the season finale of Beverly Hills?" I haven't even seen this season of Beverly Hills Housewives, so he's angry with me because I haven't caught on with the Housewives. But there has been so much more TV, and this year I feel like I fell in love with HBO.
But like all these platforms that came out, Prime and Hulu and Netflix and this whole binge watching culture, they're just putting out such amazing content.
It's amazing content, but at the same time, I feel like everybody wants to have a platform out there right now.
I know Disney's now and is coming out.
Disney, I feel like it makes sense because
they already CBS doesn't.
CBS
doesn't. Like, why do I want to pay to watch a series of Star Trek?
The Good Fight. CBS, the only reason to watch, guys, please listen to me. The only reason to get those $5.99 for CBS All Access is to watch The Good Fight. It's the only thing that it's worth on that thing.
Yeah, but then you have what, 12 weeks of a show, and then you're paying $5-6
I'm just
for nothing else that they're putting out. I've no outside of Star Trek. That's the only
that's
thing.
that's how good the TV show is. The Good Fight.
Hmm.
It's that good that those $5 a month, you can unsubscribe and then try to subscribe
Yeah, I
again
guess,
when it
again.
comes out. But
That's
the
true.
Good Fight.
True.
But
I wonder
feel
how
like,
many people do that when a series comes out. Like when HBO, when the final season of Game of Thrones. I know a bunch
I
of
know
people that.
my cousin is one of them. My cousin is one of them that it's one of those that used to sign up on HBO Now when Game of Thrones was in, and the minute Game of Thrones ended,
Yeah,
he
quit.
will quit.
Yep.
I was supposed to. I was going to do that, but I fell in love with all the things that HBO is
Oh,
currently.
especially with
Well,
Watchmen coming out. Oh,
I feel
can't
like
wait for
I feel like one
I
day
can't
we
wait
need to sit down and just talk HBO. It will
Oh
be
yeah, we'll do an
so
HBO
cool.
episode.
Yes, like an HBO episode.
Episode.
What do you
All
guys
right.
think? Let us know.
Let us
Comment
know.
at
HBO
Seriology
episode?
TV
Uh-huh.
for an HBO episode.
Hashtag Seriology TV, everybody.
Hashtag Seriology TV. But I think that it's the trend right now to have your own platform, which is stupid because
It's too many.
it's too many and people are gonna get bored, and I feel like by the end all these platforms are gonna close and they're gonna go back to the three big.
Like I think Netflix is getting in the boiling water right now with that. Like
I think
they only have a few shows that they're keeping people on with. Like
NBC took back The Office, and now they're gonna have their own platform.
course.
HBO Max, which is coming on spring of next year.
is that gonna have a
which
whole
is-
different set of stuff?
It's
Like, do I have to get a
gonna
whole
be-
other thing?
it's gonna be for so HBO Max is from Warner Brothers, and they decided to name it that way because they're putting together everything, the CW, everything that Warner Brothers owns, HBO,
Okay.
Cinemax, etc., etc. Everything that HBO now has, it's going there. Everything that CW has, it's going there. They took Friends. Friends is coming out of Netflix and it's going into HBO Max.
But I thought Netflix just buys the rights to these shows. I didn't think they bought the
by
shows.
year.
Yeah, like a license. Like
But
they rent the
exactly.
show. Yeah.
They rent the license.
The license.
ends on December. December is gonna be the last month that Friends is gonna be on Netflix, which kind of sucks. But it's
Yeah, but if you haven't seen all of Friends by now, you're not going to watch Friends.
true. But the thing
Because
is,
it's been on Netflix since Netflix, I think.
true. But I feel my opinion on Friends and Netflix is that it's one of those shows that yes, I've seen it again and again and again because Friends is Friends.
That's a strange
not
thing, because like that was my generation. Like
I
I was that age when that show, at the age of those characters,
Okay,
like
so
how they were living and stuff. That was my age. And it's funny to see, 15 years a generation?
With
That
me-
people still love it.
with me, it was more. I used to sit down with my parents to watch TV, and my dad was a big fan of the show. So I used to sit down, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" But I didn't follow it as a true fan. I would just.
You were a
catch-
kid watching it, where I was actually connecting with the show because I was
Exactly.
living like that.
Exactly. I got
Like,
to.
I was
see the
going
whole
through those
thing-
stuff,
I
yeah.
got to see the whole thing later on, which is the same thing that happened with Beverly Hills 90210, Dawson's Creek, Everwood, etc.
Dawson's Creek is on that border between the you and I, though. Like, that was on the cusp when you were a teen and I was in my 20s ish. That was a show that came out. So that kind of bridged a gap there.
I think no. Let me see when it came out.
I'm going to
I don't-
say
It came out in
2000-ish.
1998. I was 8.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, whatever.
And the last
Wow, that
episode-
long ago?
Yeah, and the last episode was 2003.
Oh.
I was 13. So
Vanderbeek.
it's another show that I actually caught on later
Ah,
in life.
gotcha.
But that's what I'm with me. Friends, it's one of those shows that one day I'm feeling super down and my mood goes. I'm a woman, so I can say this. My mood goes up and down, every day. And Friends is one of those shows that I can just sit down and relax. And I, because I've seen the whole thing so many times, I know what episodes I like to go straight to. So the minute that Monica and Chandler start dating, those are the episodes that I fell in love with, because I love that couple, that whole story between
the whole
Monica and
the
Chandler.
whole
just,
up and down story arc of them was done well,
yeah,
very tastefully throughout
yes,
the entire Friends, all of Friends. Like, I thought it was
that
good. I know everybody didn't like it when they broke up, but I loved how they arced back up and got together
just
at the
fell in
end.
love. It's my favorite arc of the whole
Spoiler,
TV
guys,
show.
that was a spoiler, but if you haven't seen Friends, shame on you. That's
Shame on you.
You
Yeah,
should
no,
have, yeah.
that is shame.
Yeah, that is
Like, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but come on.
Yeah, they get together, they break up, they get back together at the end. Season
And
finale.
Monica and no, not Monica, Rachel and Roz.
Yeah, Rachel and
We
Ross.
were on a break.
Yeah.
Like, even those little lines, but that's what Warner Brothers is doing next year on Spring. They're gonna have.
They're just collecting all their properties and putting it
they're
out on
taking all
HBO
the
Max.
properties, and they're doing even a deal with Reese Witherspoon production company called Hello Sunshine,
Mhm.
and
Did she-
another company that I forgot the name, that they're gonna do exclusive material for this platform.
Did she have a part in Pretty Little Lies?
Yes. So
Was she producer in that?
Pretty Little Liars was it had two production companies, Nicole Kidman and hers. Hello Sunshine, which is her production company, which their whole motto, which I think it's a beautiful motto, is they read books with women that have women as their main character, and if they like the books,
They
usually
make
they
a thing.
make the movie.
Hmm.
And that's how Pretty Little Liars came up.
Hey, Me Too movement.
Nicole Kidman's, which I'm gonna find out right now the name of the production company, Blossom Films. The name of Nicole Kidman's production company is Blossom Films. So those two companies were the ones that created Pretty Little Liars, and along with David Kelly, who was the executive producer. Producer. Okay, guys, I need to say something. English is not my first language, so I apologize.
Like, you have done zero Venezuelan stuff throughout this whole
Oh my
podcast,
God,
which I'm
yes.
really surprised. Completely surprised, because you text me stuff in Venezuelan. Like expressions.
It's just okay. So for those of you who don't know, I was born and raised in Venezuela, but I've been living in the States already for like 12 years. I'm going to 12 years in October. Living here in the States, but the Spanish language is a language that has more words and more things, so you can.
So you think you'd be better by now at it because we've got less words?
You can express yourself in so many different ways in Spanish that it's not the same in English. So sometimes I'm like, I just want to scream, and it's easier to just text in Spanish, which I know that you have no idea what I'm gonna say.
No.
But it's still.
And for the record, guys, I do get a translation afterwards.
Which
like directly after.
Which, by the way, sometimes it does not work because translators sometimes are bad. They do not know how to translate.
But usually you send me the
stuff.
translation directly after you send me something in Venezuelan.
I think it was. So last week I sent him something that I knew it was not going to translate well, and I'm like, please do not translate this because it's just going to look bad. And I even translated it myself just for fun. And
Didn't
it
make
was
any
like
sense.
horrible. The thing that came out, I was like, oh my god, no, this is disgusting. I hope I didn't translate it. But yeah, so I'm sorry if I make a mistake, but English is not my first language. Just FYI. You might hear me say a word or two in Spanish sometimes because it's just, as I said, it's a better way of expressing.
I think it's part of your charm. It's part of your charm.
Well, thank you.
You're
I like
welcome.
that. It's part of my
Yeah.
charm.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely part of your charm. All right, well, we actually got off base with getting to know us a little bit.
Yeah.
Lady Lexa, come on.
We
We got the Venezuelan 12 years here.
We just
You-
keep jumping everywhere.
I know.
Well-
So okay, little bit about me.
Yes, you've
All
had
right.
a very long and interesting life. Come on,
Oh God, long.
Mr. Broccoli,
Yeah.
Mr. Cauliflower.
So I am an artist. I paint. I sculpt. I love movies and TV and books and all the cool nerdy stuff. I play video games. I have two cats, Elliot and Echo. They are the love of my life. Beautiful orange cats. They're always around. Sometimes you'll hear them on the mic. They're both sitting here. I've moved around a lot, done a lot of different jobs, and that makes me who I am. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to hit us up at Twitter. You'll ask me anything at Seriology TV. Hashtag Seriology TV.
He's just throwing it out there, guys.
Yeah, I know. We got to self-promote. It's our first episode.
True.
True.
So that's the way that Rich and I met.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
LA and we started working together, what, two and a half years ago?
yeah, I think it's actually like 3 years ago.
It's going to be 3 years. It's going to be 3 years ago. And like within the first few months, our company had a golf charity tournament.
Yes,
And we ended up being on watch the whole hole-in-one golf cart together
oh god, yes.
that day.
To be honest, and I need to say this. So I was originally put with Danielle. She was Rich co-worker in the office, on the Palm Beach office, and we were supposed to watch out for the hole-in-one. And I don't know how she jumped in the other card, and
She
Rich
wanted to
came
take
in.
photos, and I just didn't want to do the photos.
Exactly.
So we switched places, and that's
And
when
I
you and I actually first really got to know
I
each
thank
other, which
God-
was we had fun.
I
We
thank
joked
God for
around the whole
that,
day.
because you made the day. I swear to you, you made a day that would have been super boring into super fun, and
Thank
we
you.
just
Thank you.
laughed through the whole thing.
Hmm.
The day
So
went by
that's
so
how her
fast.
and I met.
And that's how we met. I'm also a graphic designer. I went to school for advertising and graphic design. I
So did I.
lived in Alabama, which is something that not everybody knows, and people look at me very weird whenever I say that. And now I'm here in South Florida. Woohoo! YOLO! And all
It's-
of that.
Living your best life or whatever.
Sure. You know, I'm supposed to be a millennial, like my age.
Yeah,
bracket.
I am more of a millennial than you
My
are.
age bracket is a millennial, but Rich is always making fun of me because he says that I'm the worst millennial ever, which
Mm.
I admit I am the worst millennial ever. Right? That is without a doubt. But one of the things that it's something that happened this year and I love because it has made my life very it has made my life so much better is that I have a little guy named Odin. He's also a cat.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Rich adopted
Convinced her.
him.
It took me months to convince her to get a cat.
Yes, and he is the love of my life, the light of my life, everything good. Right now, he tried to literally. He was angry with me. I do not know. Well, I do know why. I didn't want him to bite the cables, but he was angry. He was a little angry. But usually, he's super lovey-dovey, and he's my baby. He's my companion, and life would be very boring without this little guy here.
Yeah. Huh?
Sometimes, I
Guys,
make
hashtag us your cat. Yeah, send us your cat photos. Huh?
Oh yeah!
Cat-
If you guys
yeah.
have cats, if you guys have anything, you. By the way, you can also follow Odin at Odin underscore the Talks Cat. He has his own
Hashtag cat
Instagram.
lovers at Seriology.com.
Thank you.
Did I say that wrong? I said that hashtag totally wrong. Yeah, hashtag cat lovers Seriology TV.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry,
But-
guys. I'm still getting used to the hashtagging. I'm a Gen
and
Xer.
then I am the bad millennial.
All
But
right.
That's
Let's
about
get back
it.
to some TV. Some TV.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward? Okay, well, your favorite show, favorite all-time show.
Favorite all-time show.
Hmm.
You're gonna laugh. I have two. I have two
All right.
that are my top.
All right, yeah, I've got two.
So, you guys heard on our intro that I'm like a sucker for romantic shows, but Gilmore Girls will always be.
Oh my God. Your guilty pleasure is The Housewives. My guilty pleasure back when I was late 20s was secretly watching Gilmore Girls.
Lies.
Nope, no lie.
And this
No
is
lie.
why we're friends, ladies and
No,
gentlemen. This
no
is
lie.
why we're
I
friends.
thought the writing was so clever. Except everybody just talked fast. That was the only
that was
thing.
the beauty of it. That was
Everybody
the
just talked like this and
beauty
they
of
had to
it.
get their stuff out. There was no outside of what's his name who worked the restaurant.
Look,
Luke. He was the only one that had a medium tone. Everybody else talked super fast. There was no difference in character tone.
I always wanted Rory to end with Logan, and the fact that she didn't broke my
twist.
heart in so many ways.
Twist.
I'm like, Logan is perfect, you idiot. Come on. But yeah.
She pops up now in the strangest of roles.
What?
Like Rory, the character who plays Rory. I'm not
Yeah.
sure her name. She
Alexis Bledel.
she was in Sin City and another dark show that I
Handmaid's
just
Tale.
watched. And what?
Handmaid's Tale.
Oh yeah, that's right. Handmaid's Tale. She was the renegade.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the other show. Yeah, which I haven't started. That's the new season.
I
Yet.
love that in Sin City, everything is black and white, and then you have your little bit of red, but her eyes will always pop out blue. I love that scene in Sin City. But well, back to my favorite show. So it's Gilmore Girls, top. I love that. I almost kissed Netflix when they brought it back for that 4 episodes. And my other one, right now, I'm in a very love and hate relationship with it because they did a 4th season that came out last month. And it just, spoiler alert, by the way, it's Veronica Mars. Spoiler alert.
Which I know you told me to watch. I haven't gotten to watch it yet.
If you
because I
haven't,
love
you're insane. You need to watch it.
I know, but I love Kristen Bell.
Kristen
I
Bell.
love her in The Good Place and basically everything else she's been in.
This is literally the show that made her famous.
Yeah. Like there was a show that did a movie. Like they wrap it up into a movie. Like
it's Veronica Mars. So the thing with Veronica Mars is that the show got canceled in the 3rd season. Then they did a Kickstarter campaign back in 2014, I believe, and they collected around 1 million plus on a Kickstarter. And they did the movie. Then the producer, Rob Thomas, he did 2 books afterwards, and then Hulu brought it back to life again.
just now, like just recently.
Literally, it came out last month.
Like
literally,
like 2 weeks ago.
And
Well, I guess that was last month. I guess.
yeah, it was
Technically.
supposed to come out on July 26th, but then they made an appearance on Comic Con and on SDCC on San Diego Comic Con, and surprise, surprise, it came 1 week early. And I love this season up until the very last episode, last minute of it, when, again, spoiler alert, they kill one of my favorite characters. But yeah, those are my 2 favorite TV shows of all time that I can watch a gazillion times without just... I never get tired of them.
Like your favorite show went through the same journey that my favorite show went through.
Which one? What are yours?
Firefly is my all-time
Of course.
go-to
Just
show.
Whedon?
I've watched it 100 times over the season. Serenity, the wrap-up movie, which the fans brought back.
Exactly.
This whole petition. I don't think Kickstarter was around there.
No,
But they did a whole petition and the fans got that movie made. I'm a brown coat through and through. I love the world that Joss Whedon developed. It was so wonderful. Space cowboys. Who could go? How can you go wrong with that?
What I love about Joss Whedon in that time is that he came up with
Buffy and
Firefly, and Angel.
Yeah,
like,
all boom, 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 like hit. No wonder why he
hit.
got the Avengers.
Exactly.
There's still talk of a even if they did a reboot.
He did vampires before vampires were popular.
Yeah, popular and glittery.
And glittery.
Yeah, and emotional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. What's the
That's
other
one.
one?
My second, which is probably one of everybody's, and it deserves a complete top tier, is Breaking Bad. Yeah. Silently, yeah. It
Okay, so
every time you thought how something was going to turn out, it twisted in a different direction you
I
would never think.
I've heard that of the show, and
Hmm.
I've only seen like 3 episodes of Breaking
Hmm.
Bad. I haven't seen the whole show, so I
Ugh.
can't talk about it. That's why I'm
Okay, then
happy
I am not going to say anything because that is a
that
show you need to watch for us to remain friends.
I know about Los Pollos Locos.
Because it's on a T-shirt at every Target.
And like the thing is that my roommate at the time was very into the show, and I got very sick around that time, and she put it on, and she used to like be there with me, so we used to watch Breaking Bad all the time, and I saw like a bunch of episodes, but I
Yeah,
never follow
you
it.
that you need to sit. Then we could have a whole why Breaking Bad was such an amazing show
The car
episode.
wash and how
Every bit of it. Like I will rewatch that again because it is so good. And it's
no
long.
the that's why it won so many awards.
Ugh, everything.
Like,
Everything about it.
sometimes I get very angry with the Oscars because I feel like Oscars usually they give the Oscars to movies that might not be my favorite ones, but then you have shows like Breaking Bad who won every single award, but they deserve it. Modern
Yeah.
Family who has won every single award, they deserve it.
They deserve it, yes.
And then lately, because I wanted to start watching The Good Fight on CBS All Access, I decided to watch The Good Wife, which was The Good Fight. The Good Fight comes after. It's like a spin-off of The Good Wife.
So like that Grey's Anatomy spinoff. Where
What?
the Yeah, that when Grey's Anatomy, it was way back season 3 or 4, the
Private Practice was a
Yes.
spin-off of Grey's Anatomy. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
The Good Fight was the spin-off of The Good Wife. And The
Hmm.
Good Wife won everything at the time. Like everybody talked about Juliana Margulies.
That's
coming
Margulies
back.
as the lawyer and the
Yes.
husband's the doctor.
Ellen
Yes.
Ellen
I was
Hammond
on and
just
off with that show.
nailed
Like,
it.
hmm,
And
well written.
I started watching it, and I'm like, oh my god, the show is amazing. And all I kept thinking was, oh, so that's why it won so many awards. That's why people love it. Like now that makes sense. And it's the same with Breaking Bad, the same with Game of Thrones. I was a late comer to Game of Thrones. I actually, which I'm happy that I was a late comer because I was able to
It's so
watch.
much story. Like you got the whole story, all the characters. For us who was there from the beginning,
You
it
guys
was
suffer.
a long journey.
You guys
Long
suffer.
journey.
I got 6 seasons in 1 week.
I don't know how you did that.
in 1 week, I just binged the shit out of it. And it was amazing. So that is the one thing that I can say. Like I was a late pump. That's another show that now I get why everybody loved this show. I get why
So
everybody
heavy.
talks about this show. And Outlander is another one that
We'll have to get into in another episode.
Outlander was
That's
another one that my aunt, she was behind me for I don't know how many years for me to read the books. Then the show came out and she was behind me for me to see the show. My dad and my mom and my dad got crazy into the show, and I just kept pushing it off. Again, I was happy that I did it because then I was able to sit down and watch 4 seasons back to back of this.
Yeah, I'm on the middle of 2, and I've been binge watching it.
I don't know how you do it, how you were able to stop it. But that's another show that I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. But let me tell you something, Outlander, it's such a big show, 4 incredible
It's huge.
seasons.
It's
As I
huge.
said,
Sets, costumes,
I don't know
everything for a period film.
and I don't know
A period
how
show.
many books, which By the way, I was talking with my aunt about it the other day because I feel like Outlander deserves its own episode of this amazing podcast.
Mm.
So, series lovers, let us know if you like it. And
Yeah, I
I
still
would
have
like
2.5 episodes, seasons to watch.
exactly. You need to finish season 2 and then two more seasons. You need to get to know the kids.
Yeah. Oh, wow. There's a whole other cast
Yes.
there. Wow.
And I would really like to see if my aunt could be part of it because that would be a really nice special guest star that we could have. And but yeah, series lovers, that will be another whole episode that I think we can get some meat in there.
I think you should finish up watching The Boys because it's a fantastic superhero show.
I
You love superhero things,
I
and this is
agree
such
with
a
you.
different superhero
agree
superhero
with
show.
you. I completely agree with you. I love it. I want to see, especially because the actress that plays, I forgot her name.
Starlight,
Not
Starlight?
Starlight. The one that
Crimson,
the one that is supposed to be Wonder Woman.
yeah, Crimson something, Crimson Tide, Crimson. No, that's the team.
Yeah, Crimson
for
Time
sports.
is Alabama. I'm an Oakland
Yeah.
fan, so boo. Um,
It's Crimson something. I can't remember what her name. What was
Well,
she in?
she was in this mini series that I fell in love with called The Astronaut Wives.
Oh yeah,
The Astronaut
that was great.
Wives Club, I believe it's
Mm.
the name of the show. If you guys haven't seen it, Amazon Prime has it. She was there. She was the wife of one of the astronauts, and she did such an amazing job on her as an actress, and I really liked her. So when I saw her coming in and stopping the bus in that first episode, I thought that she's amazing. But I definitely do want to finish the episodes on
Yeah,
this show.
good
because
show.
It's really, really
Next week
good.
I'm gonna drill you on it because it's a great show. And series lovers, send us a tweet on what's your favorite superhero show. I have quite a number of them. Umbrella Academy, The Tick. So tune in next week.
We have a couple of episodes planned for you. One of them is going to be HBO based. Another one is going to be the pre-Emmy show, which I'm very excited about. We're going to be talking about the shows that were nominated, and then a post one regarding those who won and what we think and if they should have won or not.
And it's definitely gonna not be whose clothes on the red carpet. This is not one of those shows. We're not. Nope. I can see your face right now. Nope. We're not talking about their dresses at all.
To my female
Nope.
audience,
Nope.
I think that we should talk at least give it a little bit of home homage.
We'll give you.
Or
I'll give you
something.
your favorite dress. How about
Okay.
that? Favorite dress. That's it. Remember
we
we're
can
talking about
say
TV
favorite
series.
and worst. We can have
Okay.
favorite and
Okay.
worst.
Gotcha.
But
I'll do that.
nonetheless, this is something that you can look forward from Seriology is a pre and post Emmy show, the HBO show, which then the following the next HBO show, it's gonna be covering Chernobyl and Succession, which just came back with the second season, and we're very excited about that. I know that it's one of my favorite shows right now. Then we also have the Outlander episode that we've been talking about, and we need to come back to The Boys. And
of course, October, my favorite zombie shows. I make monsters.
yes, you guys need to go to the Hot Broccoli Instagram page, and you can see all the sculptures that Rich has done. They are amazing.
Thank you.
Invite you
Thank
to
you,
go
LA.
and see it. I think that we should also add them to our Twitter account and have
Oh,
some
definitely.
pictures of your sculptures. They will look amazing.
Definitely. All right,
But-
we're gonna wrap this
I
one
think
up.
this
Okay.
Is all,
I think
all
this
for
is the
today.
end?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening, and we're so glad this is our first show and it just came to an end. Good night.
Night. Well, that's all for now, folks. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Seriology. Don't forget to give us a like on Twitter at Seriology TV. Send us a message about what shows you think should be on our bucket list, or if you just want to leave a comment about how awesome we are. See you next week, Seri lovers, and remember, wherever you are, you'll always be in our TV hearts.